Her name was Madam Sughra. In the whole city of Kano, everyone knew her. They called her Iron Woman of the Market. She was 68 years old, but strong and proud. Her eyes were sharp. Her voice was deep and full of power. From nothing, she built a big life. 3 large cloth shops in the main market, 2 big warehouses full of goods, a new car, a mansion with white walls, tall gates, and a garden full of roses. Her name was big in the market. Her face had come on TV many times, but her life had not always been this good. When she was a young woman, her husband Bello died suddenly. His family threw her out of the house. No mercy. No help. She carried her son Billa on her back and her small daughter Amina in her arms. With no money, no house, she slept on the floor in one small room. She worked day and night. She sold fabrics in the hot sun. She skipped her own food just to feed her children. Many nights she cried, but she never gave up. Slowly she built a business. She rented a small shop. She bought cloth from Lagos. She saved money. Years passed. Her shop became 2, then 3, then big warehouses. She bought her own land and built her mansion. With her own hands, she built everything. She worked for her children. She sent Billa to the best schools. She gave Amina everything. Her children wore fine clothes, went to parties. She wanted them to have a better life. But now, sitting in her big living room, her heart was full of sadness. Her children were lazy, useless. Bilal was now 32, but he refused to work. After finishing school, he said, "I want to be a businessman like you, Amy." She was happy. She gave him 3 million naira to start a tire business. After 3 months, the money was gone. Business failed, no report. No update. Next, Bilal came with a new idea. "Crypto is hot now, Amy. If you give me 5 million, I can make us rich." Again, she gave him the money. Again, it disappeared. After that, new ideas came. Gym, equipment, perfumes, a laundry app. Every time he failed. Still, he wore designer shoes and said, "Amy, this is not failure. This is experience." Amina was no better. She finished university and said, "Amy, I want to be an influencer. I need a ring light, a camera, a nice backdrop." Madam Sughra gave her everything. 6 months later, Amina gave up. Then she said she wanted to sell handbags online. Madam Sughra gave her more money. Soon, every handbag was gone. Amina used them all in her photos. "I had to model them." She said. Then came the biggest trouble. Bilal came home one day. He looked scared. "Ami, there is a problem. The girl I was seeing is pregnant." Madam Sughra was angry. "Are you not ready for marriage? You can make a girl pregnant, but you cannot take responsibility." But Bilal said, "I am not ready for marriage, Ami." Still, Madame Sughra arranged a small marriage at the girl's family house. The girl moved into the mansion. Life became worse. The new daughter-in-law did not cook, did not clean. She watched TV all day, left dirty plates, wore short clothes around the house. One day she said, "Amy, this sofa is old-fashioned. We should buy a new one." As if that was not enough, Amina came back one afternoon with a baby in her arms. "I have left my husband. He was treating me badly." Now the house was full. 2 grown children, a rude daughter-in-law, 3 small grandchildren, all eating, drinking, wasting. Only one person paying for everything, Madam Sughra. Her bank balance was getting smaller. Her heart was getting heavier. One night after paying school fees and buying food, she checked her account. Not much was left. Her eyes filled with tears. "I built this life with my blood. Now my own children are killing me slowly," she whispered. She sat in her room thinking for hours. Then she called her old lawyer, Barrister Ibrahim. "I want to test my children. If they fail, I will show them what life is." The next evening, Madam Sughra came home late. She looked tired, broken. Her scarf was hanging loose. Her bag dropped to the floor. She sat on the couch and started crying loudly. Ah, I am finished. I am ruined. Bilal ran down. Amina rushed from her room. The daughter-in-law came from the kitchen. Emmy, what happened? They asked. Through tears, she told them, fire in the market. Everything burned. Looters came. My godowns are empty. My savings are gone. Only this house is left. Silence. Everyone stared. Then Bilal asked Ammi, what will we do now? She looked at him with tired eyes. You are a man. You tell me. Amina said softly, but, Ammi, my birthday is next week. Madame Sughra turned her head slowly. Birthday? You are talking about birthday now, Bilal said. Ammi, my son's birthday is next month. We already printed the banner. Madam Sughra stood up in anger. You care about birthday when? I have lost everything. She went upstairs. The next morning, she didn't come down. In the afternoon, the driver came and said, Madam, let me go. No more salary. By evening, all staff had packed and left. The house became quiet. Only the lazy children remained, sitting in fear. They did not know what would happen next. 3 days passed. The house was silent. No more smell of fresh food. No sound of workers cleaning. No happy greetings of good morning, madam. Madam Sughra stayed upstairs. She did not come down. Her children started to worry. The fridge was getting empty. The generator had no more diesel. Water stopped running. Bilal said to Amina, Where's Ammi? We have to talk to her. Amina said she is too sad. Give her time. On the 4th day, Madam Sughra came down. She looked different. Her face was cold. She sat in the living room. Bilal asked softly, Ammi, are you okay? She looked at him. Bilal, Amina, listen to me. I cannot take care of this house anymore. No money, no staff. You must all leave. Go and find your own way. The children were shocked. Ammi, where will we go? She replied, You are grown. You must stand on your feet. I will keep one room for myself. You must leave this house by tomorrow. Bilal begged Ammi, Please, give us some more time. She stood up. I have spoken. I built this life. You wasted it. Now you must face life. That night, the house was full of whispers. Mina cried in her room. The daughter-in-law called her parents. Lel sat in the garden thinking hard. Early the next morning, Bilal packed a small bag. He left without telling anyone. Amina called her father's cousin to ask for help. The daughter-in-law also left with her child. By the afternoon, the house was empty. Only Madam Sughra remained. She sat in the quiet living room. Her heart was heavy but firm. Weeks passed. The house became peaceful. Madam Sughra sold one of her small lands. With the money, she reopened one shop. Slowly, her name returned to the market. People said, Madam Sughra is strong. She will rise again. Meanwhile, Bilal was living in one small room with a friend. No car, no fine clothes. He looked for work, but it was hard. Employers asked, What skills do you have? He had no answer. He had wasted his mother's money on useless ideas. Now life was teaching him a hard lesson. Amina stayed with her aunt. No more new handbags. No more parties. She tried to get a small job in a shop, but it was difficult. She cried often. Why did I not listen to Ammi? She thought. 2 months passed. One morning, Madam Sughra was in her shop when she saw a young man enter. It was Bilal. He looked tired and thin. He bowed his head. Ammi, please forgive me. I was foolish. I wasted your money. Life is hard now. I want to change. Please help me. I will do any work. Madam Sughra looked at him. Her heart felt pain but also hope. She said, Come back home. But this time you will learn. You will work in my shop. You will sweep the floor. Carry goods. You will learn from the bottom. Bilal bowed. Thank you, Ammi. I will do as you say. A week later, Amina also came. She too looked weak. She cried, Ammi, I was wrong. I was lazy. I want to change. Please teach me. Madam Sughra hugged her. Come back. But no more laziness. You will work in the shop. You will learn everything. From that day, life changed. Bilal and Amina woke up early. They cleaned the shop, carried goods, talked to customers. They saw how hard business really was. Day by day, they grew stronger. They began to respect money, respect their mother, sacked their mother. 6 months later, the shop was doing well. Again, people in the market said, Madam Sughra's children are working now. They're serious. One evening after closing the shop, Bilal and Amina sat with their mother. Bilal said, Ammi, thank you. Life taught us a big lesson. You tested us. We failed. But now we have learned. You gave us everything. We wasted it. But now we will help. You build again. Amina added, Ammi, you are the strongest woman. You carried us when we were small. Now it is our turn to carry you. Madam Sughra smiled. Her heart was full. I wanted you to see life. I wanted you to know that money does not fall from the sky. You must work for it. That night, for the first time in many months, the house was full of laughter again. The children had changed. The test was hard but needed. They learned respect, work, and life. And the Iron Woman of the market, Madam Sughra, stood strong once more, not just in the market, but in the hearts of her children.